When you know who you are and how important you are and how much power you have and how great you are going to be, there is no need for you to chase something which you already know is going to happen for you. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. You know when you just look late. You look late. Guys, what's good? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another video, and this is another episode of my letters to my sisters series. Now I'm sorry there's been like a great gap between. Go and watch my past videos, you'll know what's been going on. Thank you so much for the great and the positive response that I got to my last episode. I am very, very thankful. I did not think that it would help that many women. I got so many messages on Twitter, Snapchat, even Instagram, just telling me that this really, really helped you guys. And I'm just so thankful that I can actually create something which I love to create and you guys actually love to watch. Yeah, so here is episode 2, and this is all about the glow up. Let me cream my lips because you can't be talking about the glow up and looking all crusty for somebody can't drag. Now the reason why I wanted to talk about the glow up is because a couple years ago it became quite a big thing, which was this idea of the glow up, and it was all over Twitter, all over YouTube. I first heard of it from Patricia Bright. It was just talking about, you know, that season in your life where things start coming together and your hair suddenly starts looking cute, suddenly your skin want to act right, suddenly all your features kind of change, and suddenly boom, you looking all sorts of goddess like. Literally, and I think a lot of us could relate to getting the glow up. I remember when I was younger, Lord God, girls, sis, wow. If you watch my insecurities video, then you know that when I was younger, I wasn't very confident, especially with my looks. I was this really tall. I've always been really tall. If you guys have met me in real life, then you know I'm 5'11", going to 6 foot. I'm a tall girl. Ain't got no shame about it now. I'm really tall, and back then when I was younger, it's not really that bad, I'm only 20 guys, please. Back when I was like 13, starting secondary school basically, or mid-secondary school, being tall was not really cute. Most guys, like I always say, were shorter than me, and you know, I was really, really big. I've always been really big. I'm still plus size. I was big, and I was kind of just always bigger than my peers. I was very dark, you know, I was all these things that were stigmatized as not cute with society. Of course, I had things about me which I would have loved to change, and I knew that I could change, which were, I had skin issues. My skin was definitely not one even tone. Yeah, things like that. The only thing about me actually which I loved was my hair. Now, if you know me, then you know that I'm in love with hair, all things hair. Even when I didn't wear wigs, you could ask my girlfriends. Well, I would come to school, whether it was with a weave, I would have my braids, I would come with my real hair. I had relaxed hair, and it was like down here. I had hair. Girls, before I cut my hair, I had hair. Okay, I had hair. I would come, and I just used to love my hair. I just felt like my hair was gorgeous. When it was even natural, I used to love my hair. I used to wear my hair up. My mum would sometimes come back from night shift, and I would have done my hair. I would have done my nice puff, tied it up. I would have had a puff out to here. Like, I was doing a lot. I loved my hair so much, and I played around with it, damaged it a few times, but still, even to this day, I love my hair. You guys have seen my TWA on my Snapchat. Yeah, I just love my hair in all capacities. But I wanted the glow up. I wanted the glow up. Not necessarily just because I didn't like myself, but it just seemed like there were girls around you who you saw who were older that just looked like they had it all together. They would put together an outfit and just look like they lived in Chelsea. There was a time when, you know, YouTube came around, and there was a huge wave. Well, YouTube had been there, but there was a huge wave of people actually watching YouTube, and suddenly all the older girls were learning how to highlight and contour, and all the girls had the long Brazilian weaves, and all of a sudden it was like, listen, I want my glow up. I want to put an outfit together and look cute. And even when you try to replicate their outfits, usually you didn't have the money to buy what it is they bought, so you got things which are kind of similar but a lot cheaper. Then you put the outfit together and it did not look anything like what you were trying to achieve. Everyone wanted the glow up. People wanted a time when, you know, they looked like they were A, much older, B, attractive, and C, like they had it all together. And that certainly was not me. I still kind of don't think that's me. And yeah, so the glow up was on a lot of people's mind. You saw a lot of girls who were doing loads of different stupid stuff, bleaching, eating disorders, constantly dieting, some girls who were just spending way too much money on clothes and on makeup, and girls who were just constantly obsessed with wearing a full thick face to school. And that was sad to see, but you couldn't help but kind of aspire to that, because those were the girls that got the guys. Those were the girls that, you know, seemed to have all the friends. Those were the girls who had the latest gadgets. Those are the girls who matched up to what we saw in the media as cool. So that's what we wanted to be. And there is nothing wrong with wanting to feel good, but it wasn't necessarily feeling good, it was keeping up appearances and keeping up with the Joneses, basically. And I wanted to kind of come and talk about that, because everyone, you know, it's great to want to have that definitive time when you have your glow up and when it's your season to really shine through, and suddenly you're glowing and your skin is all great. Because I definitely had that season where my skin suddenly, well, not suddenly, but got better, and my hair was still looking cute, you know. I had a little bit of money now because I had a job, and you know, I could buy the clothes that I wanted to wear. I could live the lifestyle that I wanted to live at that age. I could go cinema whenever I wanted. I could go to McDonald's whenever I wanted. I could even afford a little cheeky TGI Friday if I wanted to, you know. And I was living that life where it was like, oh, I've reached the glow up. And I wanted to talk to you guys because I hear a lot of people saying it, when's my glow up coming? When's my glow up coming? And now I see loads of girls who are like 14, 15, wearing full face, caked up, not in a bad way. I wear full face, I'm wearing a full face right now, but wearing full face, eyeshadow, eyelashes, highlight on 10 shades lighter, contour on 10 shades darker, just looking like, just not looking cute, and just looking so caked. And they just look like children. You know when children step into their mum's heels, they just look like they're wearing a costume which is way too mature for them. And I just want to encourage you to know that, listen, enjoy your season of being young, enjoy your season of having that baby. I still kind of have my baby face, but it's going away, and now I'm regretting not embracing it, because that beauty that you have is something that won't always be with you, number one. Number two, the glow up needs to be started in other areas before you look for the physical glow up. And one thing that I also need you to remember is, listen, the girls that you are comparing yourself to, in fact, not the girls you are comparing yourself to, but the women you are comparing yourself to are not your age mates. And I said that like such an auntie, but I need to drill it home to you. Listen, you are comparing yourself. I mean, when we were younger, we were comparing ourselves to Beauty by JJ. Beauty by JJ was a grown woman doing her own, she had a degree. Like, she was doing her own thing, and here we are, 14, 15-year-olds trying to be like her. Hold on, there's a big gap in between, and this is no fault to her own. She really coached a lot of girls into getting ourselves looking kind of cute, you know. Thank you, girl, we see you, we appreciate you. But that's what I'm telling you guys, you younger girls, you girls who are my little sisters, you know, calm it down a little bit. You don't need to try and keep up to people who are not your age mates, because we are not running the same race. It's that simple. You do not have to be buying all this makeup to look like women who are 5, 6, 10 years older than you. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, fine, you can say, oh, when I get to 20, I want to be similar to that, or I want to do my makeup like that, you know, when I get there. But as of right now, you don't need to replicate that. Don't feel like you have to step into adult shoes just to make yourself feel good. It doesn't work like that. Be a child. Enjoy childlike things. Enjoy having that season. When you get to adulthood, you will step right out of childhood and right into it. And trust me, now that I'm getting full sway into adulthood, I can tell you now, enjoy your time as a teenager. Okay, there are other glow ups which are more important. Listen, your mental, spiritual and intellectual glow up is what will secure your life for you. The physical glow up can always come after that, but your mental glow up, where is your headspace? Are you trying to rush out of this season of feeling like you're not pretty enough because of insecurity? What you need to do is learn to love yourself with the baby face that you have, with the lovely natural hair that you have, or even with the braids that you got, or the things that you feel like just aren't enough to live up to society's beauty standards. Learn to accept it. Learn to get yourself in a headspace where you are very strong, where you are not easily influenced by social media, you're not easily influenced by the wrong peers. Get to that headspace where you know who you are, which leads me to the spiritual aspects of stuff. Listen, get into your faith. Yeah, you might have decided at a young age, I'm an atheist, I'm agnostic. If you're agnostic, try to find God. If you are atheist, that's the path you've chosen. It's never too late. But you know, if you have a faith, I'm a Christian, so I'm gonna speak from my perspective. I wish when I was younger I had got into my faith the way I had done it now, because I would have saved myself a whole bunch of heartbreak, and I would have saved myself a whole bunch of insecurity, because I would have known who I was. And I want you to chew on that. When you know who you are and how important you are and how much power you have and how great you are going to be, there is no need for you to chase something which you already know is going to happen for you. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. These are things which my parents and my aunties used to try to tell me. I used to sit there and be like,
oh no, girl, you don't know. You don't know what I'm trying to be like. I'm trying to be out here looking like Tyra Banks' little niece. Like, I don't know who you think you're talking to.
They knew what they were talking about, because I went through a whole bunch of mess, and I even felt like I couldn't tell them because of shame, because of fear of I told you so. So let me tell you now through the internet, before your mama standing in front of you telling you I told you so and trying to whoop you. We don't need that. So yeah, just know that if I had, and I'm speaking from experience, if I had known who God thought I was, if I had known what the Bible says I was and who I was gonna be, if I had allowed God to actually speak to me and reveal to me and guide my steps to where it is I was going in life, if I had known that by 20 or even earlier I would be here, I would not have been rushing and chasing and making all these dumb mistakes, because I would have known God's got this. In the words of Olivia Pope, it is handled. And yeah, you're intellectual. Now, I feel like in today's society with young girls, it's either pick your looks or pick your brains. And I don't know if some of you, if you're younger, if you can relate to this, or if you're older, if you can give advice to our little sisters, please comment down below. But girl, you need what's up here. Let me let you know that now. Don't let society fool you. Yes, looks can get you far, but brains can get you further. Brains can tell you how to change your looks. Brains are so important. This is how you change the world. This is how you change your life. This is how you impact people. This is how you enter into God's purpose for you with your brains. Even if your purpose is to just look good, you need a strategy as to how to go about it. Do you get what I'm saying? Just because people say, oh no, but models have brains. Models have to have that business mind. People can say, oh well, models just have their looks, you know, they go around just being pretty. Let me tell you, some of the most business-minded people are models. All the successful people that you see have to have some capacity of intelligence, unless they're, I don't know, popular for being stupid. But what is up here is what opens the doors for you. There is importance in the mind. Firstly, beauty is fleeting, and as a man thinketh, so is he. The power to change your life lies up here. The way you think determines who you are and what you are stepping into to become. The things you feed yourself up there. Yes, read books. Go to trips, go to museums. Society tells them be consumed by your appearance. They lose interest in it. I remember when I was younger, listen, when I was younger, I used to love to do intellectual stuff. I used to love to watch documentaries just to learn. And then when I started getting makeup, I just used to think, who needs to watch these things, fam? I got people calling my line. I'm busy. You will have both, but beauty is fleeting. It comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. And the older you get, the more you realize that beauty is not out here. Like I always say, this is glamour. This is glamour, but beauty, you have to still try and be beautiful when the wig is off, the makeup is off, the twat is washed. For me, the twat is washed, and this is you in your natural state. Are you still beautiful then? Do you have to be seen in order for people to be engaged by you? That's not power, and I want you to know that. Listen, your mental, spiritual and intellectual glow up is more important than the glow up physically. And trust me, the glow up will happen. I'm not saying don't look nice. Yes, you will get to a point where you will understand what works for you, what type of clothing style you like, but don't want to glow up physically just out of insecurity and trying to emulate someone else. Trust me, honey, everybody else is taken. You cannot be her better than she is her. So do not worry about trying to be somebody else. It doesn't work that way. Focus on you. Try and get your life together. Put the foundations in place to set up the most amazing structure for your life. I'm saying this out of the sincerity of my heart, and it may seem hypocritical. You guys might say, oh well, Courtney, you're not in my place of insecurity right now. I want to look cuter because that's what will give me satisfaction. Don't do anything out of insecurity. Don't do anything out of comparison. Let things occur naturally. Do things out of, okay, I've got the time to focus on my looks now. I want to look, you know, let's look kind of cute. Let's go. But never do it because I've got to look good because so and so looks good, or I've got to look good because I want guys to like me, or I've got to look good because I want to be respected. Gain all of that being yourself, and then just glow up because you want to. Do not see your glow up as I need to glow up, then everything will follow. No. So yeah, you guys. So yeah, guys, me done talking. Please comment down below, older sisters, little sisters, big sisters, and let's just talk about life and the glow up and what was your experience about it. So yeah, see you in episode 3.